Why don't you just start with your name, a little bit about yourself, and
Just go from there.
yeah.
I'm Tawna, I'm 46 years old. I live here in Greeley, Colorado. I moved here in 2011 from Georgia. I work with animals. I work at a pet hospital. I met Randy almost 2 years ago. We just started off as friends. We had it just wasn't thought about as far as romantic involvement. But we had fun banter back and forth, like I would be on my phone at the AA meetings and I'd get a text from him to tell me to get off my phone, and I would look up and he would be laughing at me. And yeah, that was kind of our thing. Randy was very magnetic. People were drawn to him. His shares were very inspirational. He was funny. He just had a draw that we've all met that person that just people are naturally drawn to, and that was Randy, 110%. Everybody loved him. We ended up falling deeply in love, and he called me his soulmate, and he was probably by far the first man that I've ever truly loved. I thought I knew what love was, but this was a whole different level. He just seemed pretty normal that day he disappeared. I went to work and I was like, hey, I texted him, said, go grab something for spaghetti. I'll make spaghetti. And I don't know, that morning last few days before he died, he was texting me like, you're an amazing woman. You shouldn't have to go through what you've been going through with me. But then he acted normal the rest of the day, and I got back to his place. And the last I heard from him is, I said something like, are you alive, or something like that, and I got a voice text from him, and he said, yeah, I'm fine, I'm just driving to clear my head, and I could hear in the background he was in his car. He never came home. I was freaking out. I was texting and calling him and calling his sponsor and other people. And here's the part that I have been trying to figure out, which I probably will not figure out, is I don't know if I knew something bad had happened, or if I chose to block that out, or what I was thinking. So I went to work the next day. I took the day off that day. I went to work the next day, still had not heard from him. And the way I found out was just third party. His son flew here from Idaho, from Boise, Idaho, because the sheriff and the coroner's office notified his mother and his son of his death. They found him, I'm still not familiar with the whole layout of Greeley, but way up, I guess what they call Eagle's Nest or something like that. In his vehicle, he put the gun to his head and shot himself. I just wanted to hold his hand, or touch his chest, because that was just the thing that he loved the most. He would always, if I was behind him in a store or something, he wouldn't even look at me. He would hold his hand out and want me to catch up and hold his hand. Just little things like that I just, one more time. I just wanted one more time to touch him like that. You just can't understand what it's like unless you've been there, and you don't ever want to be there. Your whole life, you're different. I'm not the same person. You're not the same person. You just need to be okay with making people aware of the pain of the aftermath. That's what they don't talk about, and it should be the forefront of any conversation when it comes to suicide or threats of suicide. I almost completed suicide. I almost died, and I saw the aftermath. I saw what it created, and I didn't die, obviously. And now I'm on the other end, and now I know what the aftermath is. It's hard to find words, and I've said that a million times. I don't think there's any active words in the human language to really describe how you feel when you lose somebody to suicide. You just cannot. There's no words. For me, I still can't really feel like I can express myself fully the way I want to and help people understand that kind of pain. I can't.